Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. Quick head shave. This has been a feature of my channel now for the last sort of week and a half. I'm enjoying it. I'm not a normal everyday head shaver, but with this tool it gives me the option to just whip over my head pretty quick and get BBS results every day without any real irritation, which at the end of the day is what we all strive for, in my opinion. A shave without irritation. Now this cartridge that's in this one at the moment, I think it's about between 10 and 15 shaves strong. It still feels smooth, not as smooth as it used to, but it certainly feels smooth enough to get a very nice shave from. I've just had a shower. I am back at work today. My dad flies in from Scotland this afternoon about 5 o'clock. And I'll be working, so I'll see him when I get home at 1 in the morning, if he's still up. I think he will be. He doesn't sleep very well, but he'll probably stay up to watch the soccer or the football, depending on what part of the world you're in, soccer or football. I just finished off my first daily shave video for West Coast Shaving. I did a head shave and it went pretty well. It is a bit difficult, trying not to mention your own channel, I have to say, but I think I did okay. It will probably be available and uploaded mid-July. I don't think he was quite expecting such a quick turnaround with regards to me doing the video. Just a little bit right here. Boom. BBS head shave. That didn't take too long at all, I don't think. It may have took longer than what I first thought, but not too bad. Right, let's get rinsed off. Just a little bit of hair on my crown there, which is now gone. Woo! What a head shave. Bing bang bong, all done. And that is BBS perfection. Can't get any better than that. No nicks, no cuts, no weepers, super smooth. That was using Klim shaving gel, which is aqua cool. It does have peppermint and menthol. It's a really nice product. Look, it's a slap-on product, it's not a lathering product. Although I will try and lather it eventually, because it does look like it creates a sort of mini lather when you rub it on your head. Or anyway, you can shave anywhere with that, but it's just better for me for head shaves. My wife uses it for her arms and stuff as well. Right, soap for today, Barrister and Mann, Soapmakers of Awesometown with Dragon Tallow. Alright, now just for you guys out there, just in case you get a bit too excited, I know there is people out there that do believe in dragons, but it may also contain traces of dragon tallow, fairy dust, unicorn milk and elf tears, and it does say down the bottom here, April Fool. Now this is a 2017, I believe, release, so from April Fool's 2017, and look, this is obviously the same age as that, it's over a year old now. Beautiful scent of passion fruit, and then there's just a lovely sort of, almost like a milky aroma through it. It's a really creamy passion fruit scent, almost like a passion fruit yogurt, but it's beautiful. There's a little bit more to it than that, obviously, but for my nose, that's what I get, and that's what it smells like, and it smells beautiful. Now, it was very, very kindly sent to me from Brown Man Shaves. Kyle over at Brown Man Shaves sent it, or Carl, depending where you're from, like Eastern Australia, where all the numpties live, Spence. Well, maybe not all the numpties, just Spence. So this is once again the Glissant formula, which for me, out of the Barrister Man range, which you've got Barrister's Reserve, the Reserve formula and the Glissant, I prefer the Glissant formula. I find it easier to work with, doesn't need as much water. So here we go, straight in. I'm using my Wolf Whiskers Blueberry Pie colour scheme. I think you can hopefully see roughly how that looks. Beautiful. Odyssey shaped handle, 24mm Black Wolf knot, which is pretty much an AP Shaveco tuxedo knot, the original one, not the copies you get at Magard and other places, but the actual original. Very, very soft tips, amazing backbone, great density. It splays reasonably easy, a lot easier than some knots that I've got, but probably out of all the synthetics that I've got, this one's probably the toughest to get splaying. I don't know if it's due to the bulb shape or what. So all I'm doing right now is just lightly dipping the tips in the water and then back to the soap, just trying to build up a nice load in the brush. And that's me done. I don't need it any more than that. Beautiful. You can already see the gloss on there. Right, let's get the face wet. Scoop the excess out the tub. Now, I'm not 100% sure on the West Coast shaving video that I did. I did say on the video that I think it was my first, or I was the first head shaver on the channel for them, but I noticed Rudge was on there a couple of days ago, and there's a very good chance, or a high likelihood, that he might actually do a head shave as well. I tried to make it as informative as I could. They are looking for more sort of tutorials sort of things. I was about to start lathering my head there. So it's as informative as I can get, excuse me, for a head shave. Oh, the scent on this is amazing. Once again, scent strength's pretty much bang on. It's about a 6. Oh, now the passion fruit is obviously the main scent that I get, but there's enough going on in this scent. Oh, lathering inside my ear. That I get something all the time from it, so I'm always smelling it. The passion fruit's always forward, it's always the main scent, but there's always something else just allowing me to keep that scent going. It doesn't disappear because it's a singular scent, which to be honest it does smell quite singular, but it does have that sort of yogurty sort of scent with it. Beautiful. I'm not a big fan of passion fruit on its own. It's a pain in the arse of a fruit to eat. I hate all the little seeds. So as you can see, it's not difficult to splay. It doesn't have a massive splay, but it's big enough. It's got plenty scrub without being over scrubby. And it was the first real high quality synthetic knot that I brought into the den. Prior to this one I had the Edwin Jagger synthetic. And I had a game changer knot from Leo Freo, but I got the game changer knot set far too low. So I actually had that one re-knotted, which is my Manchester United one. I had that re-knotted with the Magard 2 band, and it's now a sensational brush. I don't know if it's a dragon tallow or what's going on here. This is taking a shit ton of water today. Wow. Like copious amounts of water. Stunning. Right, the razor for today, surprise, surprise, is the Karve. Now, 3-inch handle, and I've got the C plate on here. Beautiful razor. It is patinaing very, very slowly because of the way I take care of my stuff. I've got the feather blade still in here. I've got the C plate. Feather blade is on its 4th use. I actually used it for a head shave yesterday for the West Coast shaving video. So let's just see how it feels. There's a very good chance it'll be getting pulled out right after these first few strokes, but we'll see how it goes. I normally get 2 shaves out of a feather, so anything more than 2 is pretty good. I've also got a head shave and 2 face shaves from this one, so. Now, every single shave that I've done with the feather, I have ended up with weepers every time. Oh, it's a bit tuggy on the lip. Yeah, that blade is done and dusted. I'm not going to piss about with it. 3 shaves, 2 face, 1 head. And that's it, that's all I get from a feather. Better than it used to, so the razor obviously helps a little bit. Now this packaging's got a little bit wet, but what is in here is just, it's an amazing blade, but for the money, that's what you get. You get pretty much a blank blade with nothing written on it at all. So for you guys out there that know what this is, and those out there that don't know what it is actually a Kai blade. So thick as steel, and pretty much every other blade, modern blade on the market at the moment. That's it all loaded up, and this will be its maiden voyage in the Karve razor. Okay, I have to be brutally honest with this, it's actually quite rough. It feels rough. Now I know these are great blades, I've used them for quite a long time now, but it might just need a few strokes just to get the edge off it. Now it feels nice, it doesn't feel anywhere near as good as the Gillette blades, or for that matter, the feather. However, I've got over my neck and I don't think I've got any weepers, which is a start. It's smoothened up a little bit the more I used it there, that last few strokes, it definitely smoothened up a bit. Let's see how we go. Lather number 2. Dip the tips. Same again, I've got my little hole in the middle, as you can see, and all I do is scoop lather into the hole and then just apply it, and it just assists in creating more lather from that lather that was on my chin. For me personally. Sensational. Lovely stuff. Right, a Karve razor, brand new Kai blade across the growth. Now that feels beautiful now, I don't know what's going on. But that's buttery smooth now. Oh yes, nice. Now, so far, it's certainly a lot more comfortable than the feather blade. It's a lot smoother. Still got that sharpness. Obviously, that first sort of 5 or 6 strokes must just break the edge in. So it's really shaving really smooth now. Residual slickness in the Barrister Mann is wonderful. I do find my residual slickness is better when I use a synthetic brush. Let's just do the tips. Stunning lather. Cross grain other direction. Absolutely stunning. Now that, the dog's all barking there, is actually someone delivering my first vape kit, or first part of a vape kit. Yes, I know, I actually used to smoke. I smoked for years. It's a filthy habit, and I do actually still smoke when I go on holiday, or when I'm on holiday. I don't smoke at home, I don't smoke when I'm at work, I don't smoke when I'm generally in Australia, unless I'm on holiday or I go away somewhere. I don't smoke in front of the kids, I don't smoke in front of my wife, I don't smoke in front of anyone. I literally go away, F off for 5 minutes, have a smoke, and then come back to life. So I picked up a vape kit, mainly so when I go away on holiday or when I'm at home, and we're on holiday and we go away anyway, I can smoke without stinking of smoke, without inhaling the millions of fucking bad stuff, and only inhaling a small amount of stuff. You've got to die of something, eh? At least these ones come in better flavours. I can get them to taste like fruit or whatever. What am I lathering up again for? Who knows? Right. Absolutely beautiful shade. So yeah, so don't judge me. I'm a big boy. I can make my own stupid decisions. But I think this is probably a healthier option than smoking the cancer sticks, which I do smoke quite a lot of when I go on holiday. But I'm also one of those believers that you'll get cancer if you get it, and you won't if you're not going to get it. I've seen too many drunks when I was in the police, 70, 80 years old, alcoholics living on the street, smoked and drank themselves every single day of their life, living till they're 70 and 80 years old on the street, never get cancer. And then you've got those out there that get cancer and don't deserve it. I'm not saying these homeless people and all that and people that smoke all their lives deserve it, but people that don't smoke and don't do the bad things and do everything to the best of their ability and try and keep fit, sports, eat healthy and all that, and then get cancer, that's bullshit. I think it's absolute bullshit. Beautiful. Bit of a morbid thing to talk about there. The thing is, death doesn't really bother me. I'm sure whenever the time comes it will, but I know everyone dies. You've got to die eventually. You can't do anything about it. So, one little weeper there, and I think that's about it. Weeper wise, yeah, looks pretty good. Really nice shave, really smooth shave. Once I broke that Kai blade in for that first sort of little part, beautiful, spot on. Right, I'm just going to grab a little bit of witch hazel now. We'll just go for the first one that comes to, in fact, passion fruit. What goes with passion fruit? Let's go with some Humphreys citrus. Lemon, lime and orange. Splash of that. sorted. Beautiful. So we started off the shave today with the head blade combo, well not combo but head blade razor in plastic and Klim shave gel with menthol and peppermint oil. Face shave today was Barrister and Mann Soapmakers of Awesometown. There it is. Bloody reading it, still can't read it. The brush was the Wolf Whiskers Odyssey shaped handle with the blueberry pie colours, absolutely beautiful brush. The razor today once again was the Karve razor. Best razor on the planet for me personally. Like I say, shaving's a very personal thing. I haven't heard too many bad things about Karve razors and people's experiences. Most people get on with them to some sort of degree and others don't. But the majority of people that I've spoken to, the majority of people that I've turned to this razor or people that bought it because of my reviews and my use of it, the general consensus is that it's a great razor. Yes, it probably won't replace everyone's razor in the den like it has in mine. Now I literally have this razor in my den and I have the above the tie R1 Calypso, which is mainly going to be now for shaving the wife's legs until I get the rest of the plates for this. So yeah, beautiful. I finished off today with Humphreys Witch Hazel Citrus, and what a beautiful shave. I switched out the feather blade on its third use into the Kai blade, and after the first few strokes the Kai blade just came into its own and came back to where I really like the Kai blade, sharp, smooth, and this blade will actually get better over the next few shaves. I'm expecting to get near 10 shaves out of this one, so it'll be a good stretch of shaves with this one I would think, to see how we go compared to the Gillette Spoiler. And yeah, absolutely beautiful. What an amazing shave. I just want to mention as well that I believe it's today or tomorrow that Chris from Karve Shaving will actually be going on a break or going on leave. He's going to be away for 2 weeks. I think he comes back on the 11th of July, I think it is. Now, don't panic. In the meantime, he does have someone in his shop that either he's trained up or works for, I'm not sure, but churning out the razors, getting them all ready, and then as soon as Chris gets back from his holidays, he'll be basically quality checking everything, make sure it's all up to scratch and up to his standards, and then it'll be getting shipped out. And there should be a mass bulk then, so he'll be able to sort of ship out a whole lot on that one sort of couple of days, whenever it is, so that everyone gets their razors. So if you've just ordered sort of yesterday or the day before, the chances are you probably won't receive your razor for a few weeks, or it won't get posted for a few weeks. But the lead time on the razors is 2 weeks anyway at the moment, so it really works out the same. It's just to give you a bit of a heads up that he won't actually be there. So any emails and messages and stuff that go through, I'm not sure what his process is going to be, but yeah, just a bit of a heads up for people out there if you do order your Karve razor now, that it'll be a little while before it comes. But other than that, wonderful shave. I'm looking forward to work, looking forward to my dad getting here, and stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys in the next shave. Cheers.